Flip flop, flip flop, flip flop. Oh, we're recording. Yeah, flip flop. That would be the Washington Redskins and the Philadelphia Eagles. Flip flopping. When I say flip flop, I mean they're basically the opposite of one of another. Well, in the sense of what one used to be, the other is. Yeah, that's them. Flip flop. So, which is really nothing. You know what they are. They both are nothing, but at the same point in time, they flip flop, flip flop, flip flop, flip flop. Yeah. So, speaking to the Washington Redskins. Okay, you had the year before you made the playoffs, and you did what with it? So that was nothing to speak of. Okay, you finished, and went on into the playoffs and did nothing with it. Same thing for the Eagles. Your year, last year, you finished, you went into the playoffs and did nothing with it. I'm so tired of hearing about the fact that when you guys made the playoff, okay. For Philly, and I know you keep saying that one keeps speaking about everybody, that is, keep speaking about you guys not winning the Super Bowl. Well, I mean, hey, if that's the trump card, they're gonna play it. You know, only way to stop that is actually go and do something. You go and do something, then they can't say it anymore. Last year you had your opportunity to go and do something, and then they couldn't say it anymore. Now, wouldn't that have been nice? Well, it didn't happen. So back to square one, and that being that as far as this thing goes with Washington, we sweeped you last year. We beat you twice last year, and the season beating you. And I know you're going to go into that whole thing about, about your superstar quarterback, because, you can't tell y'all nothing. That's why I said you guys in Philly, flip flop, because you can't tell you nothing as far as about your quarterback. Oh, he's this, he's all that. Okay, yeah. And Philly thought the same thing about Vic and McNabb. And where did that get them? It got them nowhere. And RG3 will get y'all nowhere. So, I mean, whether he playing or not, please don't use that as an excuse as to why we beat y'all twice. Please don't use that as an excuse. I really don't want to hear that. As for Philly, we split with y'all. But we won the last one. In Philly, this whole thing about us beating y'all or not, it really ain't a factor. Philly, I would give y'all 20 division titles over having one Super Bowl. I mean, because at the end of the day, you can win as many division titles as you want. You can win a division as many times as you want, like you did last year. I mean, but if you do nothing with it, you don't take advantage of that opportunity, then it means nothing. Because right now, I mean, okay, y'all can talk that whole thing about, oh, yes, we won the division, we was in the playoffs, y'all wasn't in the playoffs. Okay, you can say that. But the last time I checked, who won the Super Bowl? Neither one of us, right? Okay, so that argument, it's well put. Ain't no need for it. Let's just speak the whole thing of me going back into it that y'all have none. Overall, you have none. Can't say that enough. You have none. So please don't come to me, Philly fans, Please don't come to me with that whole mess about y'all gonna do this, y'all gonna do that, and we don't have. Tight hand, we don't have. That we don't have is really stupid because you think about it, or you think about it all together. Every team is lacking in something. Because whatever you stock up on, you had to spend the money on. So then, therefore, it's just a matter of your opponent finding whatever the weakness is so they can be successful and beat you. And not only that, not the idea of them finding the weakness, they have to actually be able to do something about it. I mean, because you can know what the weakness is, but your team don't have what it takes to even be able to beat the team. So, that's what it is, as far as for you Philly fans. And for you Redskin fans, once again, because see, all I can do is go back. I got to flip-flop with y'all because that's what y'all doing with each other. Just flip-flop, whatever, you know. Whatever one was, the other is. Whatever the other was, that one is, and vice versa. But at the same point in time, what it all equals out to is absolutely nothing. Now, I mean, there's a little something in there that Washington have, that Philly don't have. But we all know what that is. But you know what? Hey, this ain't about me defending Washington, so we ain't going nowhere with that. At least to add to the fact that I really hate the color green. That is one ugly color. I'm sorry, that it's just one ugly color. One ugly color. I don't think I really ever really wear anything green. No. You know what? Even with what's that, St. Patrick's Day? I mean, no. You know, I've gotten pinched because I don't really care for green. You know, that color sucks like the team. Y'all picked the right color. Man, y'all picked the right color. Green sucks. Philly sucks. The Eagles suck. I mean, it just all lines right on up. Perfect. You know, perfect, unlike your team. Yeah. So with that, I mean, this video, I mean, yeah, it's a TTC video, but I mean, as far as a hate week, I mean, hey, we haven't even gotten into the season yet, and all these people are still putting out all these videos, although we hadn't even gotten into the season, you know? And when I say all the people are putting out these videos, yeah, then we got the folks that's putting out the videos, and they're all over their rivals or whatnot, like they playing them today or something. You playing them today, you know. And a few people are playing their rivals when week one finally gets here, which is way too far away now. I can't wait, you know. But that's one thing. Once it gets started, man, it's over just like that. Once it gets started, we be back to the Super Bowl before you know it. Once it gets started, that is. So, and once it gets started, Washington, Philly, even that other team, y'all see your fate. You know, once it gets started, once it gets started all over again. I see that we play y'all, I don't know, it seems, well, I wouldn't say earlier this year, but we played Washington earlier this year. So yeah, so once we play Washington this year, then that whole thing, what they quarterback, your quarterback what? You know? That gets so old. And now, I mean, they want to add to it, they quarterback, then they want to say Deshaun Jackson. Okay. What were you saying about Deshaun Jackson when he was with Philly? Not that I'm defending Philly, because I'm not. I'm making a point about Deshaun Jackson. You know, you wasn't making those statements about Deshaun Jackson and how good he is and all this when he was with Philly. Now he's on your team. Now it's like, Deshaun Jackson? Really? Well, the way we see that, it really doesn't matter which one of your teams that he's on. I mean, because if that's your weapon and that's supposed to be your difference maker. Well, I can see where that's a problem for you. Excuse me. I can see where that's a problem for you. Where it's gonna be a big problem for you. Come week 4. You know, this whole thing. I just don't get it. This whole thing about. I mean, so how long y'all plan to go on with this about? Who gonna do this? Who gonna do that? Somebody, obviously, somewhere down the line, somebody ain't gonna do something. You know, everybody going on this. Who gonna do this? Who gonna do this? Who team this? Who team that? Okay, somewhere down the line, somebody ain't gonna do something. Somebody's not gonna do anything. Somewhere down the line, you know, somebody has to be that. This year's team to score less, win less than 4 games. Somebody has to be that team. You know, if it was up to me, and to pick a few, who would be in that category? Well, you know, hey, it ain't up to me. But I mean, hey, I got some names. But you know, hey, I threw enough in this video. I threw enough salt in this video that I don't think I need to throw any names at any of those teams, you know. But since we talking about teams to win probably less than 4 games, Bull knows that best. You know, we talking teams to win less than 4 games. I'll throw one in for you. I'm a nice guy. Win less than 5 games. 5 games at the most, you know. Bull knows all about that, yeah. So you can stop commenting back on what I say, you know, because you know best about that whole thing of winning less than 5 games. You know it better than a whole lot of other teams. Now, don't you do? And you'll find out again this year here, you know, if you feel as though you don't. I mean, I get all hyped at the beginning of the year about what you're going to do, which is absolutely nothing, you know. And I mean, and especially getting all hyped about a game that you have against us late in the season. Well, I'm here to tell you that by then you won't even be around. By then you won't even be around. I mean, after all the games that you're gonna lose before then, you won't be around. But then again, you might stick around after week 1 because I mean, I just got through talking about that green team, and you'll probably beat that green team doing week 1. You might, you know. Cause you know the bird can't fly straight, and if they land, you know, they can't fly straight. When they fall, then you know, you might catch them, you know. And I know if they come down, when they come down, you know, a jaguar catch hold to them, you know, you might do something to them. You might scratch them up a little bit, you know. Hey, you might get an opportunity. Who knows? Matter of fact, I wish you all the best. I wish you the best. Wish you the best. Why not? Why should I wish anything against you? I don't wish. Why should I wish y'all any harm? You're in the AFC, in a division that the Indianapolis Colts own. You're in there. You know, so I mean, between the Peyton Manning the Peyton Manning era, and now the Andrew Luck era, you guys, you know, you can't do much. You just can't do much at all. You know. But I mean, if even you know, there's still a possibility. I mean, you can lose to Indianapolis twice and still slip into the playoffs if you're actually a good team.